Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Caught in the Act. Then neither do I condemn you, Jesus declared. Go now and leave your life of sin. John 8:11. Headlights shining directly into my eyes were my first clue that we'd been discovered. My boyfriend and I had deserted the basketball game in the gym to go have some kissy time in the woods, and we thought we were pretty clever. How could they ever keep track of us all on a crowded game night? But the dean was a lot smarter than we gave her credit for, because within minutes she was driving around campus, searching specifically for us. She spotted our silhouettes in the bushes and drove up within feet of where we stood kissing. So there was no way to lie and nowhere to hide. We would have chosen a much better hiding place if we'd known she'd be on our trail so quickly. But instead we spent the entire week on social, forbidden to make contact with each other in any way. When the church leaders walked in on the woman in today's text, she was doing a whole lot more than kissing. They caught her in the act of adultery. I'm not sure what they did with the man. Oh yes, nothing. He'd set the trap. Her, they dragged to Jesus, throwing her on the ground to be stoned. Instead of stooping down to pick up a rock, Jesus began writing in the dust. When he stood up and said that the one without sin should cast the first stone, the men were trapped. They had to stare down at their sins written on the ground even to locate a rock, and they couldn't do it. One by one they silently left, until only the woman and Jesus remained. But Jesus was not like those other men. He had no sin in his life. He was the only man eligible to stone her. Even more amazing, he didn't condemn her, but gave her grace, undeserved, then challenged her. Change your ways, clean up your life, leave your sins behind. Today, it's still popular to pass judgment on another life and to think that grace gives us the license to do whatever we want. The funny thing about grace, it changes you. When you truly realize that you're a mess and don't deserve this gift, it does something in your heart, creating a desire to be a better person. If grace just left you as you were, you'd live stuck in your sins forever. When God saves you, He wants you to enjoy your new life, and the only way to do that is to leave those sins behind. Does realizing you have undeserved grace change things in your heart today? May God bless you today.